Hi class, this is Dr. Ditburner. I'm going to try to give you a little introduction on how to do a lab and save a lab. This is our home page on Mastering A&P. This is actually what I see, and you can see it's a similar calendar to what you see. If you go up here into Study Area or My A&P and click on that, it will take you to your lab study area. And if you follow my mouse here, if you go to PhysioX 9.1, it's also PhysioX 9.0 is what it was called, and they just recently updated it to 9.1 because of some changes. But you can either click on this blue link or this blue link, click on it, and it's going to take you into our lab. And here we go. This is all the labs that you'll find. We're going to be starting with the endocrine system, and we're going to be bouncing around all through exercise 12. But our first lab is this metabolism and the thyroid hormone. So I clicked on that to get us to exercise 4, activity 1, and you can see metabolism and the thyroid hormone. It's slowly loading here. Computer's being a little bit slow tonight. If you follow these tabs at the top, even before you get to objectives, if you read the overview, you're going to be able to find some of your answers to your pre-lab quiz and post-lab quiz within the overview. There'll be 3 pages here that you can read through first. And whenever you see these little figures that are in blue, click on them, and it'll give you figures, or it'll show you videos that will add to your lab experience. Briefly, it'll give you the objectives of the activity, the things that you're going to be expected to learn. Most importantly, probably, is this introduction section. Again, there'll be figures you can click on. This is actually showing us the thyroid gland and how it relates and how closely the vessels come into it on the neck. And then you're going to get to your pre-lab quiz. On this lab, there's 6 questions that you'll be expected to answer. And for instance, on this first question, which of the following statements about metabolism is false? And then you can check your answer, and if it's correct, you can kind of keep moving on. If you're incorrect, you can always hit this arrow right here backwards and hit continue and go back and read about the introduction, and then go back and continue to answer questions. So if you come out of the lab before you hit submit, you can keep attempting the questions. So there really is no reason to get any of these questions wrong. My expectation for you is that you learn from these labs however you can learn. When you get to the experiment, well, actually when you finish the 6 questions, you want to hit submit, or your answers will not be submitted. In the experiment, many of you have already done the experiment. You're going to be taking these rats, you're going to be putting them into a chamber here and controlling the oxygen by clamping the new oxygen coming off inside here, and then injecting the rat or not injecting the rat. The rat either has a thyroid or does not have a thyroid, either has a pituitary or does not have a pituitary. And then you're going to see how much oxygen each rat uses and figure out their basal metabolic rate. I sent you a helpful email to help you understand how to do the math calculations on this, so I sure hope that helped you. Then after you're done with the experiment, you'll go to the post-lab quiz, and again there'll be 7 questions this time. And probably the most important is your review section or your review sheet. And these will be essay questions. I expect you to be thorough yet concise. I will read through these. If you don't answer them, you'll lose points. If you answer them incorrectly, you'll lose points. If you have no explanation when they're expecting an explanation, you'll lose points. So share your knowledge with me. That's what I expect. And it can be concise but thorough. Finally, when you're done with the review sheet and you've hit submit for your pre-lab quiz, your post-lab quiz, and your review sheet, you're going to end up with a lab report. And you can see everybody should check their lab report before you submit it to me. And you can see here that I did not hit submit, so it says there's nothing in here. If you do not complete your post-lab quiz and then hit submit, it will say you have not completed the post-lab quiz. Go back, do not submit that lab, redo that lab, and make sure that you have submitted all your answers. Then you're going to come up here to the save to PDF, and that means you're going to save it as a PDF file or an Adobe file on your computer, and then you're going to go get that from your computer and put it into the Dropbox by its due date. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to email me. Good luck to all of you.